just slow down fast. I'll take you up and down these hollers and hills.
Okay, welcome to Wednesday Sportsmaster Wake Up Show. Today we have NBA today. That's all it is today. We have 4 things for the NBA, 4 things on Sportsmaster. Let's take a look at the 4 things we have up on this whiteboard. Okay, so I am Nate, Sportsmaster Wake Up Show on Wednesday. It is just me today. A lot of employees at Sportsmaster have taken the day off with this rain, thunderstorms, and all day, but I came into the office today and decided to do the Wake Up Sportsmaster. There is about 50 employees here today, but they will not be in our Wake Up Sportsmaster. They are doing the editing, and they're going to edit this video and for our other channels. Make sure to please subscribe to this channel. We have a lot of stuff here. So today is Wake Up Masters NBA today. So number 1, did your point of view of Wemby change after NBA Finals? We are going to get to that. And on deck, should Knicks extend Karl Anthony Towns? We will get to that. So number 1, my point of view did change after the NBA Finals. So my thing was, if the Spurs were to go to 7 games with OKC, I'm like, okay, wow. Wemby really just went to 7 games with OKC to win that series. There's no way he's going to get swept by the Knicks. He didn't, but he lost 4-1 in that series. I was like, he forced Game 7 versus OKC and won Game 7 and went to the NBA Finals with home court advantage and lost the series 4-1. How the hell does that happen? You know, I blame Wemby on that whole thing. You know, there's a lot. The Spurs could have swept the Knicks, if you really think about it. Game 1, that was back and forth battle. Knicks win that one. So, but Game 2, that was a Spurs game. They should have won that game. Game 3, the Spurs did win. So it's 2-1 now, Spurs. In Game 4, you're up by 29 points, De'Aaron Fox. And it shouldn't even get to this point. Really, you shouldn't blame the game on De'Aaron Fox. It shouldn't even have gotten to this point. But all he had to do was dribble the ball out. Obviously, he didn't know what the score was. Maybe he thought it was tied. But that's on him. It should be 3-1. It shouldn't even gotten to that point. So it's 3-1 Spurs. And Game 5, the Spurs should have won that game. They should have. And they should have won that series 4-1. But Game 1, I got to give to the Knicks. But the Knicks, this was just a close series all game. But it felt like the Knicks ran the series. Well, this series was close the whole time. I'm gonna say that. But, yeah, my view, like, you won the first round 4-1 versus the Blazers, and then you beat the Timberwolves 4-2 in that series. But, like, why are we just pointing fingers at Wemby? We shouldn't just be saying it to Wemby. We could say it about the Spurs. You know, my point of view did change on Wemby. I thought, and people are saying, oh, yeah, he's better than Michael Jordan because he went to the championship his 3rd year. Michael Jordan didn't go till his 6th year, 7th year, so I don't agree with that crap, and Michael Jordan is the GOAT. All right? I'm just going to say that. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Please do never say that Wemby is Michael Jordan or the GOAT yet. Yeah, he went to the championship his 3rd year, but did he win it? And did he win 2 games in the championship? He won 1. That's very scary. But now, that was the Spurs year. They might not get there a lot because they beat OKC. And, you know, that was crazy that they forced Game 7 in that series and won the series. And then you go to the NBA Finals versus the Knicks that were the 3 seed. Didn't have the best year. I didn't think they were going to win it. No one really did. And the Knicks ran this playoffs. They ran it. The Hawks was their toughest series. And that's hard to think of. The Hawks were their toughest series, the Knicks. That was the Knicks' toughest series. They won 4-2. They were down 2-1 at one point. They were nervous. They didn't think they were going to win that series. I didn't at all. So that's just what the NBA is. And that's what happens. But so on deck is, should Knicks extend Karl Anthony Towns? We will get to that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, they just won the championship. and we will get to that. But we're still on Wemby right now. But yeah, obviously, it's up to type in the comments if your point of view changed. Please subscribe to this channel. And we do the tournaments, as you saw. There's other tournaments, but we will have more people on the show a lot. College Game Day, once we get to College Game Day, we might have a special guest come on, a guest picker. We want to get more people. We have a lot of employees here, so we're going to get a lot of people on this show. And other people competing in our tournaments. And yeah, it will be very fun, and we might have Master Feud. We do a lot of that stuff here. We don't film a lot of it. We just have a business here and we run it. We make a lot of stuff. So, but let's get to On Deck. Morning. How you doing? Knicks. All right, we are on to Knicks. Should Knicks extend Karl Anthony Towns? All right. And should the Knicks extend Karl Anthony Towns a $260 million extension? Now, you just won a championship. Brunson got all this pay cut for $113 million about. But I don't think they really should extend him. But what team would he go to if they don't extend him? That's the real question. Now, I don't know which teams, but when would the Knicks make the decision? But they just won a championship. They need to make careful decisions, the Knicks, with their roster decision. They just won the championship. That's a really good thing for New York. They got going that they just won the championship. And a lot of people hate on New York Knicks fans. This team is great. The players, the coaches. The only thing that people hate about the Knicks are the fans. Brunson, great guy. Mike Brown, great guy. I mean, the team's great. The fans ruin it. The team is great. The fans are ruining it for New York. Towns is making $53.1 million this season, and will be under the contract for the 2026-2027 season for $57.07 million. He has a $61.01 million player option for the 2027-2028 season. So I don't know if the Knicks want to spend all his money, which it might allow him to enter free agency. If he doesn't think he has a future with the Knicks, he is from New York, and he has enjoyed playing at home. That's something that any NBA player wants to do. But if are issues on the court and with his contract, Towns might need to explore his options. There could be contract issues, and the Knicks are very need to make careful decisions with this roster right now. You just won the championship. You might want to extend it. I think they should. They should extend it this offseason. I think they really should. And what you guys think in the comments, please say what you need in the comments, because we like when you guys put that and we have options to what we need to do. On deck is, should Lakers bring back LeBron or let him leave? We discussed this at Sportsmaster on this one. We thought it was going to be a really good one. And we wanted other people to come on today, but a lot of people don't want to come on today, editing videos. We're doing all this stuff. But I like doing my Wake Up Master by myself. That's fine with me. I love doing them. But I do think that the Knicks should extend it. Do I think they are gonna? Probably not. But they should. You just won a championship. You want to keep it going in New York. You should extend it. So, I don't know. But let's get to On Deck is, should Lakers bring back LeBron or let him leave? Let's get right to that right now. All right, and should the Lakers bring back LeBron or let him leave? Let's get right to this right now. He is 41 years old. I do not think they should let this guy come back. Let him leave. They're not going to say, don't come back, let him leave. Don't say, all right, come back, let him leave him. I think he's going to retire. He's played 2 years with Bronny now. And his kid at Arizona, that kid don't play. He's transferring anyways. So, what's it called? But he cut down the net when they made the Final Four, which I thought was hilarious. But, yeah, you shouldn't bring this guy back. He's old. And, he is really good. He won that Houston Rockets series. I give him a lot of credit. I hate him. I really hate him because I'm a big Michael Jordan fan, obviously. I told you guys, big Bulls fan. Big Notre Dame, Cubs, Bears. So, college football fan, biggest college football fan ever. You know, I'm a big college football fan. So that's what we hear at Sportsmaster. We have college game day shows. Obviously, I explain that stuff. But yeah, I don't think you should bring him back. You know, I mean, you really want a 42-year-old on your team at that point? You know, I don't think they really want that. And Luka, will he stay? Yes, he will. Obviously, but you know, this is just getting a little bit because Luka was hurt that whole OKC series. What if he was healthy? That make a difference? Probably not. Maybe you lose 4-2 in that series, but you definitely don't win that series with OKC. OKC is a very good team, and they lost. They didn't make the championship. That was very happy for a lot of people. I was happy. You know, nobody wanted that team in there. You know, that's that was a big accomplishment by the Spurs, and they finally did it. And the NBA was, I'm sure Silver was a little mad. You know, he wants the money. But it went to 7 games, and I'm sure Silver's mad that this championship game didn't go to 7 games, you know. Obviously, the NBA wanted this series to go to 7 games but that's all the NBA cares about. But you shouldn't keep him. What's the point? As I've said it, there is no point. You know, you're gonna Redick, great coach. You know, he has a bad season. He loses first round this year. There's questions, you know. There's a lot of things that are gonna happen. There's a lot of stuff that there's just so much stuff that you had to think about for the next season. And why are we already talking about the NBA for next season? 2 days ago was the championship that just ended. You know, the draft's coming up. I love how they do the draft a couple weeks after the finals. I love that. But why are we talking about the NBA this early? We should be talking about this later. You know, we shouldn't be talking about this early. But the season it goes by so quick. I remember OKC championship versus Pacers last year. I mean, that was so quick. And then the season started in October. I'm like, Jesus, it goes by quick. You know, that stuff does really go by quick. All right, we are on to, and what is on deck? Should a team blow up their roster to trade for Giannis? Hell no. Hell no. All right. Well, let's go right now. I think it would be the Celtics, honestly. But, yeah, Lakers. Let's say this. Do I think the Lakers are going to bring back LeBron or let him leave? I think they will bring him back. They're going to want him back. You know, the Lakers, a lot of NBA teams are weird. And I think they're going to want him back, obviously, honestly. Okay, on deck. Last thing for the NBA today on Wake Up Masters. This is Nate, and let's go to our last thing. Should a team blow up their roster to trade for Giannis? Worth the risk? Is it? Is it really worth the risk? I don't know about that, you know. Now, the question is, where's Ja Morant gonna go? Is he gonna go to the Bucks? Nobody's talking about that, and I haven't brought that up. We have not discussed that here, so we will bring that up maybe in another one, you know. But biggest offseason questions with a huge impact across the NBA: Giannis, LeBron, top pick, and more. You know, there's a lot of things that could happen. You know, I'm not too focused on the NBA right now. Obviously, with the season over, if there's a trade, we announce it on here. We announce everything. If there's anything that comes up, we will try to announce it our best. Would a Tatum and Giannis pair be the best duo in the NBA since Durant and Curry? That's something what we might put. But, yeah, I don't know if, would Brown go to the Bucks and Giannis go to the Celtics? That's the question right there. I would love for that to happen, you know. But there's just so much. There's general manager and all that stuff. I don't know why would you want that? But it's the NBA. You know, I think Giannis obviously wants off the Bucks. Let's just say that. Let's get to that right now. Giannis does not want to be on that team unless he gets a better player. You know, if anybody else could come. Like Ja Morant, he's staying if Ja comes. So that's the thing there. But if no one's to come in, Giannis wants to get traded. I know he wants to get traded. So there's a lot coming, but we are going to close it out on NBA today. Wake Up Masters. Please subscribe to Wake Up 2, just Sportsmaster. Please subscribe to Sportsmaster. And this will be great. We do tournaments here. We're going to do a lot of things here for the NFL season, college game day, college football stuff. And it's a rainy day out today. We're going to try to, I'm going to try, and our people that work here, we're going to try to do like picks before college game days, before college days. We love college football here. So, that's in a couple months. July, August, September, 3 months in the NFL season. I cannot wait for those moments. Love those moments. Love Notre Dame. I'm a big Michigan fan, too. You'll think that's weird as hell, especially if I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I love Notre Dame way more than Michigan. So, it's just college football at that point is fan. But, yeah, make sure to please subscribe to Sportsmaster. This is Nate, and please subscribe to Sportsmaster.